Hi, I'm Christine Ricky, and I'm going to talk to you today about a social media audit I performed about the Connecticut Trolley Museum. The Connecticut Trolley Museum is a small nonprofit museum located in East Windsor, Connecticut, dedicated to sharing the history of electric railway technology through interpretation, preservation, restoration, and operation. Throughout the 8 months of operation, the museum hosts over 30,000 guests. Through word of mouth, social media, and a large effort on behalf of the new business manager, these numbers are climbing. Currently, the Connecticut Trolley Museum has an overall well-rounded and established social media presence. And as we can see from their website, it's pretty well organized. Their title is prominent. They have easy to access social media, links to their social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. And I'm just going to explain a little bit more about this in detail and why the Connecticut Trolley Museum needs to continue this upward trend and move into deep social media. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the history of the website. And for this, I used the free website report. And from here, we can see that the net worth of the website is about $1,500 US. Traffic estimates are about $2 daily and $60 monthly ad spend. The Alexa page ranking was over 3 million. The Google page rank is 0. And it's got 670 daily page views. It's been doing business since October 1940, and I found this on the Connecticut Trolley Museum's website, but free website report does not include the number of years the museum has been established. And in contrast, the New England Air Museum was established 21 years ago. I like to use the New England Air Museum as a point of contrast because it is a museum that is located right around the corner. It's also about transportation and history, so it should have a similar fan base, if you will. And both museums are small and local, so they should be. So the New England Air Museum would be a good control, if you will. With the and then if we continue to use the New England Air Museum as a control, we can compare its net worth of the site and traffic estimates, etc., with the Connecticut Trolley Museum, and we can see that its net worth is about $1,800, and so it's a little bit more than the Connecticut Trolley Museum. And I forgot to mention, these data are from about 2 weeks ago. I did check on the recent data as of today, and while everything is about the same, the net worth of the site did decrease a little bit down to $1,418, and as such, obviously the traffic estimates decreased. The Alexa ranking increased to about 3.2 million, and the overall growth is negative 3.49%. In contrast, like I said, the New England Air Museum is worth about $1,800 US, and its Alexa page ranking is about 2.5 million. The Connecticut Trolley Museum receives most of its organic referrals traffic from 133 websites around the world, whereas New England Air Museum receives most of its referrals from more than twice as many sites. It offers more variety and thus more visibility. As the estimates and rankings of this comparable museum are just higher than the Connecticut Trolley Museum, it shows that the Connecticut Trolley Museum is on the brink of the next level. We just need to improve a couple of things, and I think we'll be able to get there. Page authority. I used Moz Trust to get these scores, and you can see the domain authority is 43 and the page authority is 52. These scores predict the root domain, the page's ranking potential in search engines based on the combination of all link metrics. There are 123 unique root domains, 4 of which were found in the last 60 days. Many of these links are other museums, historical societies, and local nonprofits. These numbers can be increased by using deep social media to strengthen relationships between the Connecticut Trolley Museum and other local businesses, by supporting conversations within social media. As each organization leans on each other to create an interdependent web, the individual as well as the networked group of organizations become stronger. All organizations' scores will hopefully improve. I'm also proud to say that the Connecticut Trolley Museum SPAN score is 0. This means that there are no spam, viruses, or any form of malware found on Connecticut Trolley Museum's website. In fact, all but 2 sites linking to the museum's website have no spam flags. The 2 sites, Boston.com and Mass Mobility Magazine, show above 0 spam scores of 4 and 2, respectively. As these scores are still low, they've been determined not to be an issue. I used HubSpot and Nibbler to examine social media health of the Connecticut Trolley Museum website. HubSpot reports a very favorable social health score of 90, while Nibbler's scores appear to be reached with more scrutiny. Both sites showed full scores for the mobile site, which helps maintain traffic on mobile devices. HubSpot also shows a full SEO score indicating the website is easy to find. Nibbler rewards nearly full marks for the social media score, which is an average of the Facebook and Twitter scores. Some improvement could be made on the museum's part within Twitter, but it might not be a primary focus. It's just something to think about, and considering that even still 8.7 is still a pretty high score, it's not something to be too worried about. However, Nibbler does indicate that the museum should improve the overall site score. This is in contrast to HubSpot, which gave nearly full marks. And Nibbler, so based on the scores, it suggested that the Connecticut Trolley Museum improve its social interest score by improving its overall score. Nibbler calculates the social interest score based on Facebook likes and Google shares. Since the site has never been shared over Google+, this is likely why the score is lower. If the museum wants to boost its score, it can simply get the site shared on Google+, and also update the social media outlets a little bit more regularly. Site speed is where the Connecticut Trolley Museum's website excels. Overall grade 94, faster than 85% of the tested sites, load time of 1.2 seconds. There isn't really much we can do to improve this. There are probably a couple of things, but we're already doing pretty great here. Excuse me. So as I've been talking throughout this presentation, there are a few things that the Connecticut Trolley Museum can do to improve its social media presence. First of all, share over Google Plus so that we can at least get a Google ranking. Sharing our updates by connecting our website to the social media feeds and vice versa. And along these lines, updating the website more regularly. Engaging in deep social media to engage other businesses and consumers in that conversation will also help boost and incite more updates, and as such it'll have this positive feedback loop of trying to improve the social media. We can leverage browser caching to improve the site speed, install Alexa widget and the Alexa toolbar to improve the Alexa page ranking, and use alternative text for images to improve the Google page rank. Overall, I think the Connecticut Trolley Museum does a great job with their website and social media presence. Like I said, there are just a couple of things that we can do to improve our social media presence, and with these improvements, the Connecticut Trolley Museum is likely to see an improvement in guest ridership and thus a boost in net profit and net worth. So I look forward to all of that and explaining more in more detail later. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!